Hi, my name's Aaron and I'm from Green Energy Options. We're a solar power installation business and I'm wanting to give you a bit of an introduction to solar microinverters and some of their advantages. So if you're thinking about putting a solar power system on the roof of your home or business, you've got a bit of an idea on what different options are available to you. Now, most people are used to seeing the central or string type inverters where you've got your solar panels up on your roof and there is just a single inverter unit attached in your garage on the wall, the side of your house somewhere. And that's turning the DC voltage from your solar panels into 240 volts AC and supplying power to your house. Now, the micro-inverter units are a little bit different. Uh, they work by attaching underneath your solar panels up on your roof, and each panel has its own micro-inverter optimizing the performance of each of those panels up on the roof. So you have multiple inverters rather than one central string inverter. Now, we've used quite a few different micro-inverter products, and we feel that the Enphase unit, who is the current market leader, they've got the best product on the market, we feel. They, they were the first company to start commercially manufacturing microinverters back in 2008. I think they've shipped nearly 4 million units to date. So they've had a chance to iron out a lot of the bugs that some new products have. Basically, you've got your panel connecting in here, the DC side. The inverter is turning it into your 240 volts AC, and this plug plugs into a trunk cable going back to a rooftop isolator and then into your switchboard to supply power to your house from your solar panels. We've also used a couple of other units. We've used an Nexus unit here. We've also used the APS unit, which is the leading Chinese microinverter manufacturer. And we've also looked at using the Power One Aurora unit. But yeah, our preference is for the Enphase unit. They've been in the market the longest. They seem to have covered off on a lot of the problems, and they've got a really slick solution put together. So look, to give you a bit of an overview on some of the benefits or advantages that you get with a microinverter system. To start, I guess you've got individual panel optimization. So each panel is being optimized by the microinverter up on the roof. So if you've got shading, say, on one of the panels, it's only affecting that panel that's being shaded, whereas with a string inverter system, you can have shade on one panel that is affecting the performance across the whole string of, say, 10 panels, and affecting the performance of your whole system. So the microinverters, particularly in shading circumstances, will provide a performance benefit. So that's one of the great advantages of them. Another thing that our customers really love is the monitoring solution that they have. Enphase has a really great monitoring system. It's online, and basically you can just jump online and have a look from your computer at home or at work as to how your system's going. A great thing for us too as installers is that we can see what's going on from the back end remotely. We don't need to go out to site. We can see individual panel performance and do a lot of troubleshooting before we go to site if there is a problem. It also helps to minimize your system downtime because they have email alert systems. So a lot of people with a string inverter, if they have a problem, they may not know for a couple of months that the system's not operating correctly unless they're going around the side of the house and checking their inverter. Whereas with the Enphase microinverter system, they'll send us an email and we'll know straight away that the system's not performing and be able to rectify any problems that come up. There are a couple other benefits too that come with the microinverter systems. One of them is the flexibility that they allow, and they will allow us to get systems on where you may not get a string inverter system installed because of the roof orientations and the amount of space. You're able to face panels different directions with microinverters, which you can't always do with a string inverter. Yeah, so this is an installation that we did last year, and as you can see, there's panels facing nearly all different directions, and we certainly wouldn't have been able to do that with a string inverter. The other big benefit that the microinverter manufacturers are pushing is that microinverter runs at a much lower DC voltage. So the N-phase unit, I think, is running at something like 45 volts open circuit. That's the back of the unit there, and that's considered extra low voltage. Whereas with string inverter, residential installations can be up to 600 volts DC. So if there is a failure at some point in the wiring of your system and a DC arc occurs, it can be very problematic, and there have been a couple of instances of fires that I know of, whereas the microinverter solution gets around that problem and is considered a much safer alternative. Also, too, the flexibility if you're wanting to expand the system in the future is really good. They're very modular. You can add one panel at a time. And yeah, we're finding that we really like the microinverter solutions. Our customers are loving the systems that we've installed. And yeah, we feel that they have a lot of advantages over your traditional type of string inverter system. Look, if you are after some more information, jump onto our website, give us a call. There's plenty of information on our website, and yeah, I hope that's been of interest to you and been an informative presentation. Okay, thanks guys, bye.